Hello and welcome back. We have an international menu for you this time, but before we travel around the world, let's start here on home ground in Catalonia. Now there's no doubt that Catalonia has had its fair share of inspired people who had a very individual view of the world. You might call them visionaries, mystics, utopians, or even cranks. But what they all had in common was their desire to change the world, or at least our perception of it. So it is appropriate that the Centre for Contemporary Culture here in Barcelona, in Calle Montalegre, should be putting on an exhibition entitled Illumination, Visionary Catalonia.
This is a collection of 800 works that follows the light of the visionaries in Catalan arts and culture, including Narcís Monturiol, one of the inventors of the submarine, Antoni Gaudí, and of course Salvador Dalí. The exhibition is now showing until the middle of May.
Well, it's pretty cold here at the moment, so let's go to somewhere warmer, shall we? In fact, to one of the hottest places in the world, Bamako. But without even moving to the same place, because here in the Centre for Contemporary Culture in Calle Montalegre, you can see the 7th African Photography Meeting entitled Bamako 07.
This is an important collection of photographs of urban life in Africa, looking not so much at the cities themselves, but beyond them to the people that live in them and their relationships with each other. There's also a selection of creative videos which aim to break with some of the stereotypical images of African societies. You can see these images until the end of June.
Back to Europe now, and Berlin. And one of the artists who's one of the chief exponents, but also one who contributed most to its subversion, Thomas Bayle. Next door, at the Museum for Contemporary Arts, you can see a retrospective exhibition looking back over the past 40 years of Bayle's work, entitled I've a Feeling We're Not in Kansas Anymore.
The exhibition contains so-called paint machines, cinematographic collage, watercolors, wicker statues, and 4 huge wallpapers that completely transform the museum's appearance. The exhibition is showing until the 19th of April.
On now to Russia. One of Russia's funniest playwrights is Nikolai Gogol, and the government inspector is considered to be his best play. You can see it at the moment at the Teatro Nacional de Catalunya until the 12th of April, starring Luis Solé.
It's a masterpiece of satire, so much so that when it was premiered way back in 1836, it stirred up so much controversy that Gogol had to run away from St. Petersburg. When you see the play, you'll see why. It's just as biting and relevant today as it was then.
On now to the world of make-believe. We all know the tale of Beauty and the Beast. The story of the love between a beautiful young woman and a handsome prince trapped in a beast's body. Well, now it's been made into an award-winning musical by award-winning composer Alan Menken.
The show has already been seen by more than 30 million people in 14 countries and is bound to be a success here. You can see it at the Barcelona Teatro Musical in Calle Guardia Urbana until the end of April.
I'm back now to Spain again, and something of a homecoming in fact, because at the Catalan Museum of National Art you can see 14 large canvases by Valencian painter Sorolla, which since 1923 have been in New York and can be seen here in Spain for the very first time.
The exhibition is entitled Sorolla, Vision of Spain, and is a journey through the customs and cultures of various Spanish towns and villages, including Barcelona, at the beginning of the 20th century. Here they can be seen at their most luminous, thanks to the careful attention given to lighting. You can see these paintings until the end of May.
And don't forget, you can still hear some great concerts as part of the Millennium Festival and the Barna Sants Music Festival.
For example, this month you can hear Albert Pla, Anthony and the Johnsons, Michael Nyman and Goran Bregovic.
So although it might be winter at the moment, we think there's lots to tempt you out. Enjoy. See you next time. Bye.